right, Miles. One of the teams we talk about all the time because we just have to, because we talk about teams that are good and they do things smart and they make all the right moves. The Kansas City Chiefs, fresh off yet another unsurprising victory over the Los Angeles Rams. The Chiefs are 9-2, and they look right now like the best team, not just in the AFC. They are the best team in the AFC, but frankly, in my opinion, the best team in the entire NFL. But this is a Chiefs team that do things smart and they're not done. And they quietly made yet another critical move that will help them big time down the stretch if needed. I think it's a really smart move. And I know you have the story there specifically what they did. But before I hand it over to you, Chiefs fans, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. The Chiefs added a lot of new pieces this offseason to an offense that was kind of retooled. It's kind of a different look Chiefs offense. They've been just as powerful, just as methodical. It's been a little different, not quite as explosive, but just as good with Pat Mahomes running the ship. We want to hear from you. Give us the new addition that has impressed you the most so far through 11 games this season. The new addition that really jumped out at you. Let us know in the comment section below. But Miles, let me turn it over to you. What do you have from the Chiefs?
Yeah, Nick, I know the next move that the Chiefs fans will be excited about, and that's none other than the addition of former Denver Broncos running back Melvin Gordon. Per Tom Pelissero, the Kansas Chiefs have been expected to sign Melvin Gordon to their practice squad this week, Nick. This bolsters this Kansas City Chiefs running attack, an attack that gets stronger and stronger as the season has gone off, Nick. Obviously, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been pretty good. The emergence of rookie Isaiah Pacheco has been very strong. And now the addition of a savvy veteran running back, Melvin Gordon, is very good for this Chiefs team, Nick. And you'd think, okay, Gordon got cut. Broncos, they separated, go their separate ways. Why would they want to get him? And I don't question the Chiefs here, Nick, because if you go back through history here, the Chiefs have been pretty good evaluators at the running back position. They had Kareem Hunt. They got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They got Isaiah Pacheco. They know what a good running back looks like, and they know what a good running back can do for this offense. And if you go back even a little further than that, Nick, you remember a guy named Jamal Charles. They know their running backs down there in Kansas City. So I think they see something in Gordon. I think they see a guy that contributes to this team. And I think that Andy Reid feels like he can work with him and add him into this offense and really get a benefit out of a guy like Melvin Gordon, Nick.
Yeah, the thing with Gordon, when I look at what he can do for this Chiefs offense, I'm thinking about red zone. I'm thinking short yardage. And I think that's what the Chiefs, after the victory over the Los Angeles Rams, were kind of like, oh, gosh, we may need to clean that up a little bit. Obviously they dominated the Rams. The Rams had a lot of injuries on offense, but they were still a quality defense. The Rams have enough players there. And the Chiefs moved the ball up and down the field. They just could not punch it in because they couldn't run the ball effectively down the stretch in the red zone. And Isaiah Pacheco is a very promising rookie. I think he's going to have a nice career for the Chiefs. Looks like a really good player. But the reality is the Chiefs need another potential red zone threat running back, short yardage running back. And Melvin Gordon was able to do that throughout his career at this point. He has 55 career touchdowns. You don't get that without being a hard-nosed guy in the red zone, punching the ball across the goal line. And the Chiefs really need that. So according to lineups.com, they're doing NFL stats right here. The Chiefs right now, in terms of red zone percentage, are ranked 6th in the NFL at 65.3%, which again, isn't that bad. But especially that's only considering that the last 3 games, they've actually dropped dramatically. 45% of the time they've scored touchdowns. So the trend right now is not good for the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw it last week against the Los Angeles Rams, who have a playoff defense, even though they have injuries on offense. We saw some issues against the Tennessee Titans, which again have a playoff defense. So the Chiefs recognize that they have a potential weakness. It's the red zone running game, and getting a guy like Melvin Gordon that could potentially come off the practice squad and contribute in that environment is a really smart move for the Kansas City Chiefs that I think will pay off big come playoff time.
Yeah, Nick, and I really like what the Chiefs have been doing lately. They've gone into exactly what you've been talking about. They analyze the team. They take a step back, even though they've been winning. They're 9-2, the best offense in the NFL. Quite frankly, a top 10 defense in the NFL at this point in time. But last year, they look at the Chiefs team. One weakness, defense. They addressed that. The receiving core maybe need to bolster it because Tyreek Hill left. They addressed that. The Chiefs look internally. They're not afraid to look at their flaws and say, hey, where do we need to work on stuff? Okay, weak in the red zone. Let's add, as you said, another red zone threat running back and Melvin Gordon. Bolster us where we are the weakest. Let's build ourselves up and give ourselves the best chance to win. And I think that's why this Chiefs team has been so successful lately, Nick. They are analyzing within, looking at what their deficiencies are, and then bolstering it with additions of free agents, draft picks, whatever the case may be. They're doing that quite well, may I add.
Yeah, and one thing, you know me, Miles, I'm a big historical guy. I love looking back through NFL history and kind of like finding trends and themes. And I'm going to go back a few years. I'm going to go back to 2014, where we had a power running back that was hungry for more touches and didn't get it with his current team. There was a lot of issues and conflict with that team. That player gets cut. He signs with a new team, and he becomes the power back down the stretch, carrying that team to a Super Bowl victory. I'm talking about, of course, LeGarrette Blount, who was with the Pittsburgh Steelers, got in an argument with the organization. They weren't getting along. He gets cut by the Steelers, picked up by the Patriots, and carries the Patriots to the playoffs for the Super Bowl win after the 2014 season. Again, you got some parallels here. Melvin Gordon not happy with his time with the Denver Broncos. A lot of headbutting there. They move off of Melvin Gordon. He goes with the Chiefs. I think he'll have a very similar kind of impact down the stretch for the Chiefs, especially in the playoffs. Because what people remember is that the Chiefs' struggles in the postseason, when you look at their postseason losses, it's the inability to score in the red zone. It's the inability to turn field goals into touchdowns. We saw that against the Bengals last year. We saw that, frankly, against the Super Bowl loss against the Tampa Bay Bucks. A guy like Melvin Gordon can come in and help address that problem. I think this is quietly one of the better moves any team has made in season this year. And the Kansas City Chiefs just prove it all once again why they're a really smart run franchise and why they continue to win.